716.
Where else would you rather be than right here, right now?
Talk. 716. Talk. 716.
It's either blue cheese with wings or go fuck.
Talk. 716.
It's gonna be huge.
Talk.
All right, what is happening, everybody? Welcome back to Talk716. Jake, along with your co-host, Jeff. And we are back for another episode. We are in Talk716 headquarters, a.k.a. Discover 716 headquarters, for a little bit of a family episode. We don't have anywhere to go today, no wings for you, but we're just here to talk 716, as we always do. And, so last week, Jeff, was absolutely amazing. I think it was an amazing episode. Had a blast just partying with the Bills Mafia, with Bills Elvis, North End Revival. You know, thanks again to Gonzo's, Lock 34, Tone and Design, Niagara Hotel, Papa Leo's, everybody that was responsible for putting that event on. It was an absolute party, and yeah, I couldn't be more grateful to be there and getting to do an episode there.
Hell yeah, and so many local businesses involved. You love to see that, and man, it was such a great time. You could tell if you watched the video. I mean, just how much fun we were having.
Right.
I mean, the drinks were flowing, the wings were delicious. I mean, I don't know. I wish we could do every episode from that environment. It was amazing.
Yeah, just every episode from a tailgate. That
every
would be
game day.
Yeah. Just have to sneak on, even if we don't have tickets. Just sneak into the parking lot.
Right.
To do covert shows. So with that though, you got called out a little bit on social media. You had a little bit of a blue cheese mishap. You want to tell the people about it?
You know, we don't get a lot of comments, so the ones we do get, we notice. And I was called out. I was confused, I guess, by the identity of the blue cheese that we were having. Gonzo's House blue cheese made by Bob's Blue Cheese, apparently. I was asking, was it ranch, all this? Apparently, no, that's the homemade house blue cheese for Gonzo's, which, again, no disrespect to them or anybody else. I was confused.
Best wings in Lockport still.
Wings are amazing. Sauces, the blue cheese is just interesting. It's an interesting flavor, definitely different.
Yeah.
And I guess, I don't know, I got to eat a little crow today and say that I was wrong on that.
Well, yeah, but we're going to give you a chance to earn back your wings. You know, obviously, we still have a lot of love for Gonzo's. Great environment. I'll say it again, second time. Best wings in Lockport. They get their turbo sauced wings. Those ones are just out of this world. It's their signature sauce. But
even people from Lockport don't know how good Gonzo's wings are. Like,
right,
they're very low key, amazing.
Exactly. Yeah, they've been definitely slept on for a while now, and I think they're finally starting to like just gain that popularity. The word's starting to get out, so make sure you check them out if you're ever up in Lockport. And we're gonna give you a chance to earn back your wings here. Ha ha ha. Your flats, your drums, whichever you may have. But yeah, I got a little cup of ranch and a cup of blue cheese and 2 celery sticks. I want to see if you can tell what's what here. Just to show the people that you do, in fact, know the difference between ranch and blue cheese.
Well, I mean, it's not a hard test. Neither of these. I mean, we probably should have got some Bob's just to make it right. But obviously,
That is true.
This nasty, watery substance over here, clearly made for salad, with all the little black and brown bits in it. That's clearly ranch. And then this thick, delicious, amazing, probably a little bit sour substance over here is clearly blue cheese. And I can't wait to taste some of that.
And there you have it. Obviously, no contest. Yes, the shorter cup was the blue cheese. And yeah, just,
That's so good.
why don't we just get rid of that other cup?
I'm not
Just
even
get-
touching this.
yeah,
There's
there we go.
ranch on my hand.
Tainted. And yeah, so with that, why don't we
Sorry,
just...
Gonzos.
Yeah. That's a mea culpa from Talk716. But like we said, great wings. It was a great time. And, you know, it just, I don't think we could have asked for a better time or a better episode. It was just so much fun. And thank you guys again for watching. Thank you guys for being there. And hopefully we get to do one like that again real soon. Maybe from tailgate at a home game. That would be amazing.
Absolutely.
And with that, why don't we just move on to top 5 now? And we'll start with a bit of a Bills Mafia story that's gaining national attention. Jeff, do you want to kick it off for us this week?
Sure thing. I will kick it off because, you know, I'm always trying to put you in the mix. What's happening in the 716?
Oh, there it is.
There it is. Kyle Angasser, our boy, Air National Guard captain, showing some love to Bills Mafia, posting a picture on social media that went viral. Initially only meant for friends and family, turned into something special because moms went and posted it on Bills Mafia. So shout out Bills Mafia for making that go viral. Shout out moms for making it happen. And obviously shout out Kyle for being a Bills fan and Bills Mafia faithful, no matter where he is in the country or in the world. And yeah, shout out to mom and dad for raising him right.
Yeah, and we will definitely put a picture of that in here somewhere. I'll edit it in. And just so you guys can see it if you haven't already, it's an amazing shot. It's a great action shot, and you get that clear Bills flag and the Bills logo in it. I just thought it was an amazing photo, and thanks to Kyle for snapping that, and credit to whoever the photographer is. I will try to throw that in as well because it was a great shot and a great way to just put the Bills, keep the Bills in everybody's mind. You know, just let them know that we're still here. We're coming for that W. We're coming for that ring, and the Bills Mafia is behind them 100-fold. So yeah. And speaking of aircraft, we'll move on to topic number 2. Article this week from, I believe it was WIVB, but the state police. You know, we've all seen those signs on the thruway saying aircraft enforced radar control, you know, watch your speed. And those signs, apparently, there hasn't been aircraft used for radar control in about 20 years. They said that the state police said that they haven't used that tactic since the late 90s, and there are no tickets within the last 30 years saying that there has been a speeding ticket given by aircraft enforcement. So why are we still seeing these signs every day on our commutes? You know, why are they there? Well, according to the State Thruway Authority, they're just too expensive to take down. One would cost thousands to get the multiple men, trucks, lane closures that it would need to take even one sign down, or so they say. And so they're going to try in the future to put that into a larger thruway renovation package so that they're no longer there. But yeah, I thought it was a very interesting story, especially since we see those all around here on our commutes. And I've always wondered because, you know, you never do see the helicopter really out looking at you.
No, and then they said they don't have the technology anymore, which I understand why they got rid of it. Obviously, doing something like that is extremely expensive compared to like the advancing technology for police radar and everything that you can do from the ground now. It's not necessary, so I understand that. But I am a little skeptical about how much they're saying it would cost to take down the signs. They say because of the size of the signs. I mean, we've seen those things. They're no bigger than a rest stop sign, and they want you to believe that it's going to take multiple trucks shutting down lanes and multiple guys, thousands of dollars per sign. I mean,
I think you just need one truck and the right amount of gas, and those signs will come down real easy.
Yeah. a little overstated. Like, I get it. It's not at the top of their priority list, which I understand, but got to lie about it,
Right, yeah. And either way, like I said, just an interesting story. The signs, whether they're up or they're down, they don't really affect us too much. But I just thought it was interesting that 30 years it hasn't been used, but yet here they stand,
Yeah, certainly probably not the first time the state police have been less than truthful with you.
Yeah. So, yeah, don't look up. Always look to the trees for those radars. But, yeah, so that's and going right into it, this seems to be a civil service top 5 today because we're going military, police, and now fire. So the Lockport fire chief has just come out recently saying that there's a lack of ready ambulance for the city and towns of Lockport. Wait times up to 30 minutes in the city for an ambulance. We know as residents that a few years ago they got rid of the city ambulance service and opted in for a private, was it Rural Metro, I believe, or someone like that. Oh, AMR, but yeah. Either way, doesn't matter. They're kind of dropping the ball in Lockport, and it's not fair to the people of Lockport. Yes. And we didn't really have these problems, at least that we noticed with Lockport fire, and yeah, I think that it's kind of sad to see that just a decline of services for people that need them, like the 716ers themselves.
Yeah, you don't want to see something like that in your hometown. Obviously, we love Lockport, and certainly not the first time they've dropped the ball either. But yeah, I mean, half-hour response times. They're reporting that 642 calls. Twin City Ambulance was unavailable for 81, which, I mean, depending on your situation,
It's life or death.
Yeah, I mean, and that's a lot. That's a pretty high number, and I don't know. I'd say it's unacceptable. Obviously, we need better. I understand if you got to cut costs and things like that, but safety was always a priority. I don't know. I don't need the ambulance most days, so I don't know, but those numbers are pretty alarming for sure.
Right, and you want it there when you need it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So
I'd be mad if I had to wait a half hour. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Hopefully a solution is found soon, either whether it's going back to, Lockport Fire Department. I know that they've been doing, a lot of recruiting, a lot of hiring. So
That's
hopefully
right.
they can build their ranks back up after, kind of having to lose so many for so long. Get those ranks back up, and maybe we can get a proper ambulance service, or just get some help to the current ambulance service and get them some expansion that they clearly need, so that these people aren't, like you said, life or death situation. We don't want people dying because they can't get an ambulance. So yeah, hopefully Lockport can step up and we'll figure something out. We always do. We're a strong city. Western New York's a strong region.
Oh,
The
yeah.
716ers are tough people, so I know we'll get through it.
That's right. That's why we can last a half hour for the ambulance to come.
Yeah. And we'll complain the whole damn time
That's
about
right.
it.
These mother.
Yeah. All right. So moving on to number 4, Bills Mafia boat parade happening down in the Outer Harbor last night. I know producer Damian was down there. Said there was about 1,400 or 1,500 people total raising money for Oshai Children's Hospital. A bunch of boats. Once again, I'm going to try and throw some pictures up from social media just to show the sheer size of just all the boats, all blue and red out. And it was a great cause. It looked like such a fun time. And yeah, I just think it's great. And shout out to Papi Grandes for hosting that and the after party to help raise money for a great cause, just like Bills Mafia has been doing week after week this year. It seems like we just have a new fundraiser.
That's right. We always show out. I mean, that looked like it would have been a real fun time. I wish we had a boat. We could have filmed this episode from there. That was pretty.
Yeah,
It looked pretty fun. But like we always say, it's good to see Bills Mafia showing love. That's what we're all about. And everybody obviously excited for Monday night and the rest of the season. So.
Oh yeah,
keep it going,
I mean,
baby.
with the we're coming off that W, it just, and that made that night so much better. Is not only did we have that great party, great episode, great food, great people, but that Bills W was great to see.
Yeah.
31-10. Nobody got the prediction. I was hoping that we'd get the real prediction live on air, but
It wouldn't have been 31-10. I was thinking
Yeah, that was
42 to 35 is what I said. I think.
Yeah, I think it was. And so yeah, it's and then we had 72-0 at the end from Dick Mann. Once again, shout out to Dick Mann for being on our
Shout out to
podcast.
Dick Mann.
Hollywood Mark, another great interview. We hope to have some information on that mullet contest soon, so that we can all vote for him.
Yeah, we'll keep you guys in touch. Hopefully, Hollywood Mark, brings home the title. He came home. He came all the way from Los Angeles to Buffalo to heat things up, and so let's hope that he brings home that championship.
We also ran into him over at AEW when we were there. We didn't really talk about that, but the AEW event once again, that was killer. And I noticed a lot recently that, especially down in Hamburg where I'm at, it feels different this year. Not just like, the sports and everything, and maybe it's because I'm new there, but every day, 24/7, like there's somebody in Bills gear all the time. And I'm not just talking about like, a t-shirt like this or a t-shirt like Jeff's and a hat. I saw a mom out there just doing her weekly shopping, and she had the Zumba's tights. She had her hair up in a Bills ribbon. She had the one of the jerseys on. I think it was a Von Miller. And like she was just there for it and just doing her daily thing on a Friday or a Saturday, just doing her shopping. Like there's no game, there's no party. I'm just there to shop, but like we're treating it like it's a tailgate, and I just love to see it. I think I was just walking around, and like, Wegmans has the little people. They have a whole, Bills clothing section. It was their home and entertaining section, but now it's like it's just all Bills gear, from shoes to hats to shirts. And I just don't know what other sports market has this. Like even then I went to Tops after that, and like they had a whole stand of beer with a dozen different Bills themed beers on it from like a bunch of different breweries. Like what other market has that?
Right. Yeah. I mean, we're definitely a smaller market, but it's crazy how much we get behind stuff like that. We probably bring the waves or the effect of like a larger market, just because the way we back stuff, whether it's a charity or a product that you put Josh Allen's face on.
Yeah.
We're going to show out, and we're going to show the Bills some love. And like you said, love to see it. And it's what the Buffalo area is all about. And it is a different feeling this year, especially because like all the national attention, but it's just, I don't really care about that. It's the local attention I love to see, like the Bills flags, the Bills jerseys, everything.
I know it didn't
Bills
pick up on Mike, but as soon as you said, like, you started your little passion speech, a train rolled by and started like blazing the horn. It felt like third down.
Third down. Yeah. There it goes again. That's pretty awesome.
Oh my God, that's great. And yeah, so that kind of does tie into that little aside, does tie into our fifth topic, which is, like you said, Josh Allen's face is on everything, man. Like it's crazy. It's,
and I love his face. It's big eyes, his big smile.
Yeah.
He looks like a little kid, everything he's doing.
Yeah.
And it's amazing.
And
best
so
personality, great, best quarterback in the league right now. He's got everything.
Right, yeah, full package.
Complete
package.
He's going to outperform everybody else on the field, and then he's going to be a better dude off the field.
Right.
When the cameras aren't looking, and
so,
when the cameras are on.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean,
love that,
Josh's Jacks, the cereal, they've been out for I think like 3 or 4 years now. They've been doing that fairly steady.
Probably since we've had them. Yeah.
Yeah, the new season of Josh's Jacks is out. The Bills Mafia sauce, the hot sauces, the barbecue sauces, Stefan Diggs blue cheese, all of that's back in the stores.
Mm-hmm.
I picked up some specialty rubs, and just everything. And then the newest one that came out this week that everybody's been picking up, and I tried it in the break room at Wegmans and ended up grabbing some myself, is Josh Allen's 17 blend coffee, new, K-Cup for the Bills Mafia. Once again, all of these products, a portion of the proceeds go to Oshai Children's Hospital, so it's raising money for a good cause. But like I said, where else are you going to find a market where, like, I don't see, and maybe it's just because we're not in Kansas City, but I don't see like anybody plugging Mahomes coffee or,
Yeah.
Clyde's Edwards Hilaire blue cheese.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're not cool enough to have blue cheese, first off, and
It's a ranch city for sure.
Yeah.
Well, it's actually a barbecue city. I'll give them their respect
they
on
probably
that.
put ranch on their barbecue. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I always get the sense. I mean, it's never really been like a widespread thing on social media or anything that Patrick Mahomes isn't the best person, but I always get this sense that like he might not be the coolest dude to hang out with. I don't know. Maybe that's just because we're Bills fans. We're clearly biased, but for me, it's just like, who would you rather hang out with, Patrick Mahomes and his loud ass annoying girlfriend, or Josh Allen and his girl? I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
I don't care if Allen's girl was as loud and annoying as Mahomes' girl. I'm hanging out with
Put that
Josh Allen
aside.
10 out of 10 times, and I don't mean no disrespect when I say that.
Speaking of which, once again, shout out to our other host, Lil Josh.
Lil Josh.
And
And Big Josh.
and Big Josh.
gonna bring
Lil
us a
Josh
big
once
one.
again told us before the show all he wants is to interview Big Josh. So, Big
Yeah.
Josh, if you're out there, please stop on by.
I know we're not Kyle Brand or anything,
Yeah.
but you can,
Or Pat McAfee, any of the big
Yeah.
ones. But we're trying to get there. And you guys can help by, hitting that like button, sharing our podcast.
yeah.
We need subscribers. Our subscribers aren't growing quite as fast as we'd like, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. You can also hit the notification bell to make sure that you know when these drop, even though I will tell you that they are every Thursday. I try to have them up early in the morning so that by the time your drive time commute comes up, or lunchtime, or even your drive home, you can listen to it. Once again, we are Talk716, no spaces, on YouTube. We are also on Facebook. We have a group that we are looking. We're looking for people you want to see featured. We're looking for topics that you want us to hear us cover, guests, interesting people, places, and things that you want to see on this show. This isn't just about us and what we want to talk about. This is Talk716. What do the 716ers want to hear? What do the 716ers, want to see? And where do you want us next? Where do you want us to cover? It doesn't even have to be a restaurant. We'll go to any local business and cover you guys. We want sponsors, so we'll make commercials. We'll do the ad breaks, and we got it all for you here. And we are ready to talk 716 with all of you. So make sure you get in on the conversation at the Talk 716 Facebook group on Facebook. You can leave a comment down below. Make sure once again that you're subscribed so that you're keeping in on the action. And we're happy as hell to be on episode 5 now. That also brings up another point. Not only are we looking for sponsors, not only are we looking to get the 716ers in on the conversation, we're also looking for hands. We need some help here at Talk 716. As you know, Talk 716 is brought to you by Discover 716. It is a nonprofit advertising agency, and it's run solely by interns. I was one of the interns during my last semester of college. And now I'm still here helping out, and we've been wanting to get this podcast off the ground. We finally got it off the ground, but we need some people who know how to work a camera, who can video edit, who can maybe help run audio, so that I'm not doing everything and hosting. It's a lot of work. We've definitely had some hiccups along the way, and it would just be a lot smoother with some extra hands. So if you're interested, either on a voluntary basis, or if you're looking, you're a college student looking for credit, we need camera people, audio people, lighting people, editors, even people that want to run script. If you guys are ad writers, once we get these advertisers in and these sponsors, and we're going to need people to write ads and help with the stories and the research on the stories. And so anybody that is interested, make sure you hit us up on Talk716 or Discover 716 on Facebook, social media. I'll put the number down below that you can call as well. And just thank you guys for another great episode. And up next, we do have, speaking of mistakes, we have an audio-only interview with Mickey and Nick, the Hungry couple. We got to sit down with them at Brick Oven Pizza on Labor Day, right after Mickey won the wing eating contest down in Orchard Park. And unfortunately, we had some video trouble that I did not pick up during the interview. So we don't have video for that, but it was a great audio interview. We'd like to thank them once again and apologize. And we hope to get them on where we do have video next time they're up here, because they were a great, just a lovely couple and just great people. You know, they're not from the 716, but they love the 716 and the culture that is up here. And I think they're just great ambassadors for that culture, you know, especially with Mickey being the top wing eater 2 years in a row at the wing eating contest. So make sure to check that interview out. And then after that, we have a special musical guest, Samantha Taylor. She also joined us that day. And so we're going to get her in as the musical guest. And once again, thank you guys for tuning in to Talk 716. Jeff, thank you for joining me on Football Sunday. I know it's tough with fantasy.
Games are on right now.
Yeah, so we're going to get out of here. We're going to watch some football. And yeah, thank you guys again for joining us. And we'll see you on the next one.
Go Bills.
Go Bills. Our first in our very special set of guests this episode, we have Mickey Sudo and Nick Weary and their son Max. They're joining us. They just came in from Tampa, Florida to participate at Wingfest in the wing eating contest. Mickey took first place with 232 or 34 wings.
Enough to win. Yeah.
And the second year in a row for you, right?
Yeah, I've actually won Wingfest, but it's been a number of years. I want to say I won in like 2014, something like that. But it's been a while. I won last year and this year, so it's been an awesome comeback.
Awesome. And then it was third and fourth for you yesterday.
Yeah,
Nick?
so I got a third in Buffet Bowl the day before, and then fourth yesterday in Wings.
Okay, so I saw the Buffet Bowl advertised, and also when we were doing some research on you guys as a couple, and I will just say they are also the number 3 and number 4 ranked in the world in Major League Eating.
It's incredibly competitive in our household. He'll beat me by like half a bratwurst, and I'll beat him in half a street taco or something like that. So we've gone back and forth. Like you said, he beat me 2 days ago in Buffet Bowl, and then I beat him yesterday in wings. So
what does the Buffet Bowl entail? We know that wing eating takes up with, like, obviously wings, but like, what is a buffet? How do you guys pick that out? Because we were looking at that one and it seemed the most interesting.
So Buffet Bowl is like 5-ish pounds of assorted, what they refer to as Buffalonian foods.
Buffalo cuisine.
Yeah, so 4 giant beef on wax sandwiches, 4 slices of pizza, a bunch of boneless wings, and then a bunch of bone-in wings. Just first to finish, generally your tray, clean it out. Yeah.
Okay.
Is that pretty representative of Buffalonian cuisine? Like if you guys were to assemble like a tray of 4 buffalo foods, what would they be?
Those are the go-tos for sure.
Those are the
There's a few more you could put in there.
I
but,
might replace like boneless wings with actual chicken fingers. That just seems to be the bigger thing. But I mean, in a competition where you got to like get that all down, I can understand why the boneless wing would be the go-to food for quick delivery. So yeah, we had that. We have you guys have been competing now for years. So, and you said it's a competitive household. I'm honestly genuinely curious. What's your fridge look like?
It's actually pretty boring because on a day-to-day basis, we always have boneless, skinless chicken breast stocked in the fridge, which Nick does that cooking. So how many pounds a week do we go through?
Probably about 15, 16 pounds of boneless, skinless a week, maybe like 3 dozen eggs because of the egg whites.
He does a lot of the eggs. I'm a lot of fresh
kale.
produce, so like kale and spinach.
Yeah.
But yeah, fruits,
a lot of avocados.
So outside of that's what I was curious about, is if it was like super healthy or if it is like just we got to train, so let's put the wings in the fridge.
Yeah, generally it's a pretty healthy because I did bodybuilding for about 10 years before I started this.
Okay.
So some of that has transitioned into like the caloric balance we have to have if we're going to put away, let's say 14,000 calories over a weekend competing. Like you're going to have to balance that out somehow, or very quickly we're going to be 600 pounds.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and I did notice when you walked in, you are quite the presence there. Like,
Thank you.
know,
I appreciate that.
Between the mohawk and then just those pythons on your arm there, it's crazy.
Thank
Jeff,
you.
I'm hogging the mic here. What do you got?
Yeah, so that's what I wanted to ask you guys about, because obviously you look more like MMA fighters than what people would think competitive eaters look like. So what's the training like for that? Obviously you said you were
A lot of
bodybuilder,
caloric
so-
balance, but for me, it's
Yeah.
bodybuilding style training, 4 to 5 days a week. Still to maintain some of my like dad bod leftovers from my competitive days, and very little cardio. I do cardio more so for health, so I'll be alive in 50 years. But
Absolutely.
pretty low intensity, like just a lot of basic weight training, and then calorie balance, and then kind of monitoring nutrition and supplementation. And then for her, it's more so just like cardio and stuff like that, and just chasing this one around. You know.
Right on. Absolutely. And then
Yeah.
just being from outside the Buffalo area, what do you guys think of Buffalo?
Oh my God. I mean, it's like a trip that's become a tradition.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I think I lost track of, but I've been coming to this event since 2013, I believe. So, and I don't think I really miss it I think I've been here every year that it's been put on. So, you know, I started the single, and then I met Nick on the circuit, and now I do this as a family. So, like, every year we kind of add to it, and it's a little more hectic. But I mean, Buffalo, like the people are awesome.
The people are
the
incredible.
Crowd's
Yeah.
always amazing. Drew, who puts on Wingfest, is he's like family at this point.
There are times when I wish we were here for a longer period of time,
Yeah.
because we see all these. There's so many seeming like family-owned restaurants and
Yeah,
things that we want to
absolutely.
try, but obviously if we're putting away hundreds of wings, we kind of have to take it easy.
Yeah.
You forget that Buffalo is
yeah.
like a bigger city because it
Yeah.
has such like a small hometown vibe.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah. So it's.
Yeah, but the people are awesome. It's always a lot of fun. Definitely a lot of food you want to try, and it's beautiful this time of year. It is a trick because part of us is like, oh, we could live in Buffalo. Wait a minute.
Yeah, no, your
Like,
winter.
It's only like this for 2 months out of the year.
Yeah, I know.
It's coming.
If it weren't for the winters, we'd probably be considering moving up here.
Oh, 100%. Yeah,
Yeah.
because even like we have friends that are up here, like Ronnie Hartman, who competed in the contest yesterday, and his wife Ashley, and it's a great spot. I'm not dealing with the snow, but it's a great spot, and we love visiting every year. So
Well, we
Any-
appreciate that, yeah.
Are there any staples you guys have to hit like every time, or is it you just like switch it up every time?
that's tough.
I mean, I'm glad we came to a legit pizza place because in
Yeah.
Tampa, that's something that we don't really have in Florida.
yeah, this is the best pizza we're gonna have for a long time.
Wow.
Buffalo
Basically,
has really underrated pizza.
yeah, this is awesome pizza, and we're gonna go back down to basically being surrounded by CC's, Domino's, and Pizza Huts down there. No disrespect to those chains, but like, there's something to be said for an awesome slice of pizza.
Yeah.
Getting that up here, we always like to hit up. There's a company, Buffalo Wingwear, sells some really cool stuff. So when we're up here, we always like to see Susan, who owns that, and get some of her stuff and rock that at the contest, that blue and orange. But it's tough. We kind of try something new each time we're in the area. So we tried, what is it? The old Pancake House or something? What was it called?
Yeah,
the original
pancake.
The
Pancake
original
House.
Pancake House?
Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
God, the apple
We
pancake?
missed-
Oh, dude.
We
That's
missed
incredible.
this whole crowd of people
Yeah.
that like descended on the original Pancake House by like just a few minutes.
But
Like,
that was an incredible little breakfast.
That was fun.
Yeah, if that's a Sunday, that's definitely like the after
probably why we
church
didn't
place.
Yeah.
shoot
You
super
know.
hot on buffet bowl day. I don't know.
Yeah, but that was that was really good. So that was our spot this year to try. But that was what I was saying. We'd love to be here for a longer
bit
period of
longer,
time,
yeah.
so we kind of have that space to try a little bit more. So maybe next year we'll try to be here, maybe like a day before and a day after too.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, and we'd love to have you guys back on the show. I know that you've done an interview for Discover 716 before, and once again, we'd like to thank you. Moving on to the next set of questions while we're waiting for the wings here. We usually do this while we're eating, but we have a few minutes. For each of you, we just have a couple basic buffalo chicken wing questions for you. So the first one would be drums or flats?
Flats.
Are we talking about in contest or for enjoyment?
Both. I want to know both.
For
actually.
enjoyment, I would say flats 100%. In
Yeah.
contest, I like the drums because I can just spin them pretty efficiently.
Okay. Actually, yeah, that does make a lot
I
of
still
sense.
like the flats more. There's more skin. There's more. I think there's more fat. It's just easier to swallow for me.
She won, so probably take her
Yeah,
word for
I
it.
know.
Yeah, that is true. We now have like the official ruling on drums versus flats. We already had it on ranch versus blue cheese, which is my next question for
Oh,
you.
okay. I'm blue cheese all the way.
Ranch,
This is
100%
where
ranch.
we're house
Ranch.
divided.
Yeah, no.
Wow.
No,
100%.
yeah, blue cheese.
That's the first time. Oh, and here come the.
Oh my
Here come
God,
the
what
chicken
are
wings. Those are about to come
I
up.
thought that was a bun on top.
Oh no, here at Buffalo we do it right. We make sure you have a wing bucket.
Oh, okay.
Or a bone bucket,
Bone
rather.
bucket, yeah. I'll take a wing bucket too. So I see we've got carrots over there. Are you more carrots or celery?
I am a carrots man all the way.
Bingo.
That is actually our next question.
Oh, really? Yeah.
That is the right answer.
Also,
Carrots.
where we are a house divided. I like celery.
The only good news is if we have carrots, celery, blue cheese, and ranch in the house, we don't fight over it.
Yeah,
Because we already know.
exactly.
It just
Everything's
gets divvied up.
Carrots, ranch, blue cheese, and celery. Yeah.
That's how relationships
As long
work.
as we have enough wings to go around, we're happy.
And do you guys have a favorite sauce? I know they mainly do like hot or medium for contests, but like, is there a specialty sauce, or are you guys just straight old school?
I think it's great that we get the buffalo sauce, but I really like lemon pepper and garlic parm.
Yeah.
Those are probably my two
Lemon,
go-tos.
pepper, garlic parm, and like a good Old Bay dry rub is pretty good too.
See, I haven't done the Old Bay on a chicken wing yet, but
Yeah.
I want to try it, and I do know, I feel like garlic parm is a very underrated flavor as far as things go, and then especially a couple places around here have started doing hot garlic parm, so it's the hot sauce
really?
with the garlic parm
That's
in it,
probably
and it's
good.
like,
And you can do it different ways too. You can have like the wet garlic sauce with the melted
Right.
parm, but I've also seen it more like as a seasoning and like a
Like the big flecks of Parmesan cheese on there.
Right.
I like that. Yeah.
Did Damian hook us up with some garlic parm today? Or
it looks like we got some barbecue
Probably
and some either hot or medium over there.
But yesterday we had the sauce was provided by a company called Wing It On.
Okay.
And that was just like a nice. They said mild to medium, just under medium. So I think it was slightly like toned down for us.
Yeah, the day before in Buffet Bowl was a little bit spicier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would
Buffet
assume,
bowl.
does that make it like, it would make it that much harder
If you're
you
going to
had
do
fight
200 of them,
through,
like,
yeah.
It's
hard.
hard. So the way they sauced them for buffet bowl, it was really, really spicy. Just like that vinegar just hit me.
Vinegar.
So the next day I actually brought chocolate milk to combat the flavor, but they were toned down for us. But
Pro
good
tip.
sauces too. Yeah, just
It's
come
chocolate
here.
milk. Okay, that's really good. I should ask you guys, what's the heat killer? So chocolate milk.
That can help. It kind of depends on the person too, because obviously some people, if they're trying to eat as much as they can, milk probably isn't going to be their friend.
Yeah.
But for us, we got a little bit extra space in a wing contest, so like chocolate milk. If I found strawberry milk, I would probably do that because I'm a giant 9-year-old. But anything like that, some of that like creaminess and fattiness can cut some of that like spice or vinegar and the acidity.
It's actually funny that you said strawberry milk. We almost made this a top 5 segment. The New York State Fair sold out of strawberry milk in one day. And
Seriously?
Now all they have for the rest of the fair is chocolate and regular. So apparently it is in high demand up here.
Yeah,
so if you
I
can
love
find
I
it,
love
get
it.
it.
I love it.
So odd. Oh my god.
All right, I'm going to go
making a
grab these
comeback.
wings. Jeff, if you want to ask some more questions while I prep the food.
okay,
Super excited to try these.
put me on the spotlight there.
I don't know. Max is cooperating. It's always good.
Yeah.
Yeah? No, he's not. Oh man.
So how old is Max?
Max is he'll be
About to be 14 months. Yeah.
I mean, if you don't have
Nice.
kids, then that's like, why are you counting? Why is he not just a year old?
I'd say until he gets to 2. You could
he
say
gets to
months
2.
until he gets to 2. And when people are like, my kid's about 79 months old, it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I think that's right. Yeah,
But yeah, this was Max's second.
after 2.
yeah.
Oh, these look awesome.
So this one is charred honey barbecue. We're getting the information on that one right now.
These
Oh, we
are
don't even know.
like-
Mystery wing.
These are like 10 napkin rings.
hot, but it looks like it's got some dry rub on it too.
Nice.
Oh, they look delicious. They're glistening. But yeah, this was Max's second time at Buffalo Wing Fest.
That was
so-
actually his first contest.
Yeah, it was his first
Yeah.
contest. He was like a little 2-month-old nugget. So crazy to look back at pictures.
Yeah.
That's right, because I know we were talking beforehand. You also compete in the Nathan's Hot Dog competition, and you won that from 2014 to 2020 until you had Max here in 2021. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
I was pregnant with Max in 2021. So I was actually 8.5 months pregnant. I was 35 weeks pregnant. You know, you're due right around the 40-week mark. And I thought it'd be a good idea to fly to New York and be a co-commentator on ESPN anyway. So I was there at the contest. You couldn't keep me away, but obviously I didn't want to eat. So I kind of like abdicated the throne for that year. Michelle Lesko won in my absence, so great job to her. Then I came back in 2022. Oh, I came back this year and won.
You're right.
So
And for anybody who thinks I'm a terrible person, she made sure I was going to compete.
Oh yeah.
So you are competing, even if I go into labor, you will be up on that stage
Yeah.
competing.
Yeah, so that actually brings up one more question I want to ask before we tear into these wings here. We noticed that when we were doing this research, like the Nathan's hot dog, that's split into men's and women's, but this one seemed like it was a unisex proposition. What's the deviation between that? Because I would have figured that it would have just be an intergender, whatever you can put down.
Yeah, so Nathan's is the only event where men and women compete separately. Other than that, I compete with and I'm ranked alongside the guys.
That's what I thought,
While
yeah.
I am the top female, I'm just number 3 in the rankings.
In the world, yeah.
So it goes Joey, Jeff, me, and then closely behind Nick. And honestly, in any given day, we could probably be flip-flopped, to be fair.
Right.
So they're afraid you're going to beat Joey. Is that it?
I've beat Joey a number of times.
They don't want
Yeah.
you. They don't want you to
Yesterday she beat Joey. Joey
We've
came in
both
second.
beaten Joey at different contests, whether it's candy or,
Everybody has, like, a
wings
weakness.
or whatever. Yeah, so like if her and I went head-to-head in poutine, she beat me by like 5 pounds. But we went to Texas to do Spam, and that's going to be
That
my
was all
contest.
him.
She's too smart to eat that much Spam, So like it's very food to food.
That's right, because you hold the record for hard-boiled eggs. Is that
Oh yeah, the
correct?
short form hard-boiled egg eating records, like 50 in like 3 minutes. I did it in like 2:15 at home practicing, but I was a little bit nervous because right after I ate the 50 hard-boiled eggs is when I proposed.
Oh,
And it was streamed live on DraftKings, so like there was a little bit of pressure to do well. So yeah, but that was a fun contest. Yeah.
awesome. All right, we're gonna dig into these wings here. I'll let you guys get first dibs while we find out what that second sauce is.
Should we find out? Should I just find out right now?
Yeah,
just
go
eat
for it.
Find out.
Okay.
Yeah, let's have Mickey tell us.
So I'm trying to. So in contests, my hands are covered in sauce. So
What's that? That's Cajun honey mustard,
Oh, Cajun honey mustard is our second flavor.
golden.
Producer Damian, everybody, making a guest appearance on camera here.
Thank you.
You can edit me out.
Cajun honey mustard. That sounds amazing.
I am holding a baby. So.
And that's how you clean a chicken wing, ladies and
You
gentlemen.
gotta
Yeah.
perfect the one
I don't
hand.
know.
Yeah. The one hand.
Perfection. Oh, I
Yeah.
can hear that in the
There you go.
mic.
That's
I can
generally
hear
how
the
you do
crisp
them.
in the mic in
Rinse
my
and
headphones.
repeat. But yeah, I prefer the flats. I mean, you can either try to push your thumb through this, split the bones, or some people like, I guess you call it mushrooming. I don't know. You try to slide the meat to one side and then
Umbrella.
umbrella.
Umbrella,
yeah, I've heard
okay.
that.
I've
think
heard
it
it
was
called
called
lollipopping, so
lollipop.
yeah.
It was.
Apparently it goes by
But-
many names.
But the thing is, it covers your hands in sauce, so we're gonna try to avoid that right now.
And is that like a big issue for you guys, like keeping the grease at bay so you can get the hand?
Oh no! When we're competing, I mean, I might have wing sauce up to my elbow if necessary.
As long as
mean-
you can get a grip.
Yeah.
Like usually up here, the wings are sauce just enough. But we've done other contests before where the wings there's so much sauce on them, they're hard to grab.
Here, I'll hold Max so you can hold one. Here. Poor Max. I couldn't pick up my own son after competing yesterday because I was afraid I was gonna get hot sauce on his face or in his eyes. Or, So let's move back here. I got you, baby.
Try one of these barbecues.
We're right.
Those are really good.
Yeah, I really like this flavor.
Yeah.
This is one we have not
have a
had yet,
carrot.
and it's absolutely stellar.
Yeah.
You can have a
Oh, he
carrot.
wants some.
Let's see. We'll go flat on this guy. Go flat, yeah.
Flat.
You can also take it and just break the bottom with your. You just pinch it, then you can just go in and pull. in the
I hope
contest.
all you at home are paying attention. You're getting like professional wing eating advice right now.
Now are broken,
I wish I had a notebook
broken
so I could
chicken
take
wings
notes.
ever a hazard for you guys? Broken chicken wings ever a hazard for you guys? Because I know it is for me sometimes.
I have. You have poop on there. Okay, you can.
Okay. I'll let mom get to the barbecue ones. Those are really good too.
Those, yeah, I haven't tried these yet.
Sweet,
Yeah, and
but
those
very,
ones are
very
char
good.
grilled, so you got that nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, broken wings can be a huge hazard. I mean, even perfectly cooked wings, are going to have those shattered bones once in a while. And it's especially dangerous when you smoke the wings. I feel like the bones become more brittle. So yeah, we've definitely done contests where I've gone about my regular routine and I find that like either I look down and I see like half a shard or a splintered shard staring back at me and like well the other half's in my mouth.
Yeah.
Or I chomp down and I feel it. and then you just have to get that out. And, I mean, it's just a occupational hazard that comes along with the territory.
We have different job hazards.
Yeah. But yeah, that's very real. So, and it's nothing that's wrong with the food. It's just bound to happen, but you have to
Right.
Those are both excellent.
Yeah, I haven't tried these yet.
Yeah, those are really good because normally, like, I'm not a huge barbecue wing guy because sometimes they're just abrasively sweet. But I think like putting the char on that, it takes some of that like sugar bite off of it. It's really good.
Yeah, you get a nice little smokiness
Yeah,
to
that's
it.
nice. That's really nice. That's good, huh? That's
These are
yummy.
delicious.
Yeah.
So now, yesterday I also noticed at Wingfest, it's a new event. I know I saw it in previous years, but would you guys ever consider doing the bobbing for wings challenge where they stick them in the blue cheese and you got to go face first?
I don't know. That's a lot of blue cheese to deal with.
Oh, yeah,
It
especially
depends-
for you.
It
Even
depends
if it's
on,
round.
yeah, that would depend on what the purse is. Because I always say there's no way I would do something, but like, she said she would never do an oyster eating contest, and they gave her an all expenses paid trip to Ireland, and guess who flew to Ireland to eat oysters?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, that's kind of the trade off.
Exactly.
No.
Say like Max's tuition's covered.
Yeah.
All
Never
40
say
or
never.
something like
UB
that.
Buff State, get on it.
Or
Niagara
honestly,
University, we got a bunch of great institutions.
I don't know, but Nick and I are also really competitive. So even if there's no prize,
Yeah, if she was doing it,
if
I'd probably do it
for
just to try
some
to beat her.
reason one of us was and the other person had to too,
Yeah,
we
100%.
would both. Yeah.
Because even Buffet Bowl, I'm hoping there's video circulating. We both finished pretty close together. And when I put the last like beef on weck bun in my mouth, I noticed the MC wasn't looking. So you actually see me smash
yeah.
the table with my hands to make
I
sure
just thought he
he
was
doesn't give
angry
her
for
credit to
some
finish
reason.
ahead of me.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it really is just that competitive, huh? It really
Weird-
gets
yeah.
into it.
But I think that's one of the things, honestly, that probably attracted us to each other is like some people that do competitive eating, we get along with pretty much everybody, but they're there to be the loudest peacock, and get their
Yeah.
15 minutes. And that's cool. I get it. I'm there to win. I'm not there to be better than myself. I practice to be better than myself. I'm there to win and take people's checks.
There you
But
go.
he's also
Ultimately.
not here to make friends, apparently.
No, but I am
No,
at the
he's
same
not.
point. It's like,
Yeah.
but that's part of the contest. That's what I practice for, and now I have this one.
You're literally not eating
little-
for fun. This isn't going out to a restaurant.
Right.
It's like, it's
Yeah,
it's sport.
exactly.
blood
we both
sport.
Take it incredibly seriously. Yeah. So yeah, I didn't fall in love with Nick because he can eat a lot of hard-boiled eggs. I mean, it's just no. Fell in love with him despite all that.
Right, you two do seem like a lovely couple. You're
Thank you.
great people. We thank you for joining us on this.
No, thanks
It's
for
been a
having us. I
blast.
mean, what you guys do is awesome.
Yeah.
Supporting small businesses and giving college kids like a
Chance.
Like a framework in which to getting business and I don't know.
That's one of the coolest parts
Yeah.
about what we do. It's like earlier this year, we did a wing contest for like Make-A-Wish
Yeah.
down in Miami, and they ended up raising like close to $500,000 for Make-A-Wish, which
Oh,
is
wow.
like 60 wishes they can
Yeah.
give to the kids. Or we usually do something in Toronto for, it's called We
We
Care. So they send kids to summer camps, or we did a lot for Feeding America,
Food banks. Yeah.
food banks. So it's, what we do is fun, and we're not like, I'm not Mother Teresa. I do make money doing what I'm
Yeah,
doing.
obviously
But
we're here
that
for-
said, some of the coolest parts, you come off stage and there's like a group of little kids there, or you're raising money for charity. Like, will you take a picture with me? Like, yeah, of course. Like, that makes your day. So that's really cool. So you guys, more than happy to be here because we see how much you guys give back. Go on the Discover16 Instagram page. It's something literally every day. Whether I think it was today, it was like eat an extra dessert day. But generally speaking, it's
Yep.
something, come down, support a local business. The kids are going to be here doing this. The students are going to be doing this. So what you guys do is awesome.
Yeah, and that's what we're here for at Discover716 and Talk716. Mickey and Nick, thank you guys so much for having us.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for joining us. I should say.
Thank you for having us
yeah,
on your show.
once again, congratulations to both of you on all your successes. And I'd also like to thank Max for joining us and loaning out the parents for a couple minutes while we eat some wings and talk food.
Yeah. No, thanks for the wings, and we'll definitely be back next year.
All right, so I actually do mostly covers. Ed Sheeran's definitely a favorite. So this is Shape of You by Ed Sheeran. Club isn't the best place to find love, so the bar is where I go. Me and my friends at the table doing shots, drinking fast, and I reach out. Come on over and start up a conversation
Woo!